That's what I started doing way before I started writing stories. So after I came to this country, maybe like 2 or 3 years before 9/11. So I was a new immigrant, I was a student, and then 9/11 happened. And everyone's life changed. But if you are Muslim and you lived in the US, then your life really, really changed, and not in a good way. So it was a shock to me. Okay, I thought this country would be better than where I'd come from, and now suddenly things are, really scary too here. What do I do now? So I wanted to be a part of the solution. I didn't want to be just complaining about something, especially since it was something that was going on that affected and was connected to a group of people that I was a part of. And I decided that I would kind of like speak out. I would answer questions. I made myself available in my own community to, people had a lot of questions about Islam, about Muslims, about mostly inaccurate things that they thought they had heard and needed to be kind of like the truth needed to be kind of shared. And so I started doing that locally, started writing in my local paper. It just kind of grew and grew and grew over probably the next decade, where I was doing a lot of talks and presentations. And I realized that a lot of it was when I would talk to people, they would want to know about Pakistan, about how I grew up. And I realized that it's just because there's not a lot of information, and whatever it is, it's very negative. And, when something bad happens, that's what it's, those things or those places or those people get in the news, and, suddenly that's not the best way to get your information. So that's how I started writing. So when I write books, I kind of, even though they're fiction, the reason is, or my interfaith background is kind of like very much in my mind when I'm writing books, and those are the same goals and the same mission that I want to bring to my writing, that I want my readers to be aware of things. I want them to learn about things. I want them to understand me and people like me, or people who are different from me. Because once you start realizing that everyone who's different is honestly, in some ways, we're all human beings. They might be different in some ways, but that doesn't mean they're bad. Your whole outlook changes. The way you look at life and the way you live and the way you are as a person changes. And if I can do that through my writing, I think that I want to make that difference. So my interfaith work was kind of a response to 9/11, but then it kind of grew and grew to doing a lot of other things, including writing fiction.